What's happening today?
I'm going to go skydiving.
I think Canteen's really awesome because it would have been really hard to go through camp's experience on my own. What Canteen gave me was the chance to meet others who had gone through the same thing.
Your friends don't really know what you're going through.
We can help each other out, and it's like we're like a big family.
But the people at Canteen, they kind of have been through it, they know what it's like, and like they're just there to support you all the time.
And on winter camp you go to the snow normally, and you go down the mountains and snowboarding and skiing.
The most important times in my life that have really shaped who I am today have been from camps to do with cancer, and the people that I've met and the people that I still talk to today.
You know, you see people who are wearing wigs or, you know, they're bald, and the next time you see them they'll have a full head of hair. Stuff like that, that's really cool. Definitely join Canteen. It's a great way to meet people.
There are 11 Canteen branches in New Zealand which organise regular regional events throughout the year. Today, Auckland and Northland members of Canteen are meeting at their headquarters before going to winter camp at Mount Ruapehu.
I'll say a name, and the person's name that I say will then say someone else's name.
Kirsty.
Beth. Jizzy.
We've got 43 canteeners going down to National Park with 12 staff and medical volunteers. My name's Teal and I'm the Member Liaison Coordinator for Canteen in Auckland. Today, Smash Proof, the New Zealand hip hop band, is coming in to say farewell to our members. They're going to be signing our winter camp hoodies that we've had designed by one of our members, Sarah.
Sarah was diagnosed with Wilm's tumour at the tender age of 5, and since then all her siblings have used the organisation.
We noticed that Sarah basically became lethargic. We noticed that she had a wee bit of a pot tummy. Within 2 days, basically, you know, your whole world sort of collapsed.
Wilm's tumour is a tumour of the kidneys, which typically occurs in children.
They removed my left kidney, my spleen and a bit of my pancreas, so I had chemotherapy, radiotherapy, everything like that. I think it went on for about a year and a half. Everything stops.
Yeah, everything that you do just sort of, you end up with tunnel vision. You're just concentrating on that one thing, which is obviously the sick child.
You don't know what's happening with your body. Your friends don't know what's happening with your body, your family doesn't.
While Sarah's parents focused on their sick child, Canteen stepped in to help with her older brothers and sister.
It's excellent support for the other children in the family. Because all the attention is put on the sick child, of course, the other children in some situations can get forgotten about.
From where I was sitting, Canteen was always really great for the siblings. We're very lucky. Rachel was at high school at the time and the boys had already left. You know, that's where Canteen came in hugely. Rachel had to kick in and do a really, really big part of the family. It's funny that I don't even see it, that it's focused on Sarah particularly. Sarah was well looked after in every aspect. You know, there was lots of things that came from either child cancer or Canteen for Sarah, but not for the others.
It just passes on from one person to the next. You know, you're in a place where everyone else has gone through the same things you have. Some people have been hit more hard and more emotional about it.
Brad Clark is the General Manager for Marketing and Fundraising at Canteen Auckland.
You can imagine bringing 100 random young people from around the country together and what kind of chaos might ensue, but it all works really, really well. Imagine with 100 members, there's literally thousands of interactions. So they're developing friendships in their peer groups that then carry on sometimes for a lifetime.
These are Smash Proof.
I got my elbow on the windowsill, hand on my face, looking out to the world. A lot of questions lay awake in my brain, and I'm still trying to suss out what I'm gonna say. And if I do speak on some things, is it you that's gonna cop all the hate? So here it goes.
Oh, what's up? I'm Deech, representing Smash Proof. We're here to support Canteen. They're off to Mount Ruapehu for the ski trip. They're very excited, as you can see.
Once they go there, they're gonna have heaps of fun. Hopefully they don't break any bones. Yeah, everyone that's on that trip, man, good luck and have fun. Young said, MTC Smash Proof. Yeah.
It is all going to plan. I'm just about to do a head count to make sure we've got all of them on the bus and put some movies on for the trip down there.
Brother and sister Jared and Nicole Chitty are both members of Canteen.
I'm in Canteen because when I was younger, I was diagnosed with leukemia. And I had that for about, I think it was nearly a year and a half. And I got rid of it, but then I got it back because I relapsed.
It was back in 1996. He was 5.5 at this stage. First week back at school, they had a pool party. I'd just arrived and had run round a blind corner, you know, and run into another boy, and Jared had fallen back. And anyway, that night he was absolutely in pain, couldn't even get into bed. Took him to the Southern Cross emergency on the Saturday morning. He was in that much pain that the doctor couldn't even touch him. It was about 4 days later, I think, we were told that he had ALL, which is acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
I had cancer. There was a whole lot of people in the hospital at the same time as me, and I think I was one of the only ones that actually made it through at the time. So there's a whole lot of people just passing away around me, which was kind of scary. Not that I really knew much back then, but my family knew it was a hard time.
You know, my first thing was, how long has he got to live? And then they proceeded to tell us, well, no, actually it's, you know, the results can be quite positive. With something like leukemia, you have to be so careful about bugs. You cannot, you know, if friends wanted to visit and any of their kids were sick, it was a no.
I can't really remember all of it, but all I know is that I got pulled out of school because if I got sick, it would affect his chemo and stuff. It was pretty scary because I didn't know if he'd make it or not, but he did, and here he is.
You can't be negative. You can't think the worst. You have so got to focus on, you know, getting to the end of it.
So what do you think about meeting Smash Crew? Yeah, you got their signatures? Woohoo! Oh, that's mean. Whose hat was that?
Julian has become a member of Canteen since his brother Kane became ill with leukemia.
Really shocked our family knowing someone in our family had cancer at a really young age. It wasn't really expected. It was really hard for us as well. Ever since he's been sick, our families just haven't been coping.
In hospital was a bit painful. It hurted me sometimes. And Canteen came and helped me with that pain and eased it.
There's a whole lot of people that have kind of gone through the same thing as you. It's a good support if you've got people that are really sick. When they come out of their treatment and stuff like that, they have people to come and, you know, talk to.
Your friends don't really know what you're going through, it hasn't happened to them, but the people at Canteen, they kind of have been through it, they know what it's like, and they're just there to support you all the time.
Peer support is one of the main ethos of Canteen, in that it's members helping members. You know, there's a program, for example, called Teen Link within Canteen, which is a program to identify young people who want to help their peers in hospital situations. We put them through quite formal training, making sure that they're equipped with the knowledge, with the skills to be able to go into a hospital environment and really give some value to a patient who is undergoing treatment.
Canteen has a lot of great people in there. As individuals, when they bring their minds together, it's like a real powerful impact to our community.
One of our Canteen values is live life. One of the things that hits you when you meet Canteen members is that living life, it's written all over their faces, and the positivity that comes from members who have been through some horrific experiences.
First time I got to be part of Canteen was April last year, after I was diagnosed with leukemia. They're such amazing people. They would tell me their own experiences, and they could answer any of my questions I wanted to know, and they knew exactly what I'd gone through because they'd been through the same thing.